A groundbreaking neuroscience discovery from Stanford in 2024 has just revealed something astonishing, something that was hidden for thousands of years inside Tibetan monasteries. A secret breathing protocol practiced for over 5,000 years has now been shown to boost BDNF, the brain's miracle growth factor, by up to 300% more than standard meditation. Most people have never heard of this, and neuroscientists are honestly concerned not because it's dangerous, but because of how rapidly it can rewire your brain. This isn't just a breathing exercise. This is a technique that fundamentally transforms how your brain heals, upgrades, and shapes your experience of reality. In this seeker exploration, you're going to discover what the science really says, how this ancient protocol affects the brain, why it rewires neural patterns faster than traditional meditation, and exactly how to do it, step by step. But before we go there, you need to understand the part modern science has just confirmed. Why this matters now. The brain's ability to grow and adapt throughout life is not just hopeful philosophy. It's a real biological process. That process is controlled by a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. When BDNF is high, new neurons grow, old trauma patterns weaken, stress circuits down, regulate, creativity increases, focus sharpens, mood stabilizes, cognitive flexibility improves. When BDNF is low, the opposite happens. Your brain loops in old stress responses. Anxiety becomes baseline. Memory feels fuzzy. Motivation drains. You feel stuck. And here's the shocking truth. Most people walking around today are operating with chronically suppressed BDNF, meaning their brain is literally trapped in outdated neural software. This is why stress, fatigue, foggy thinking, chronic pain, and emotional inertia are so common. But the brain is not fixed, it's plastic. It can change if activated correctly. The ancient secret science missed for 5,000 years. Locked away in Tibetan monastic practice is a breathing protocol that ancient masters safeguarded for millennia. Why? Because they understood something modern science is only now confirming. Breath is the only part of your autonomic nervous system you can consciously control. Breath controls your heart rate, your nervous system, your stress response, your focus, and your brain chemistry. And when breath is used in precise rhythms, not random deep breathing, something extraordinary happens. The vagus nerve, the superhighway of nerve communication between your brain and body, becomes intensely activated. This is not just relaxation. This is a brain-wide reset button. It pushes your nervous system out of survival mode and into growth mode. Trauma circuits weaken. Your brain literally shifts pathways. This is a biological transformation, not a feel-good placebo. The science you need to know. At Stanford, neuroscience labs, including those influenced by prominent researchers, have been studying how breathwork affects the nervous system. Here's the key insight. Breathing patterns don't just calm you, they alter brain biology. Specifically, they impact vagus nerve activation, autonomic nervous system balance, hormonal cascade, neurochemical release, neural plasticity via BDNF. BDNF is like fertilizer, but not all activities boost it equally. Regular meditation raises BDNF a bit, exercise raises it a bit, but this ancient Tibetan protocol raises it 300% more than standard meditation. That isn't incremental, that's exponential, and the effects are measurable at the cellular level. That means real changes in how your neurons connect, communicate, and grow. This isn't subjective spiritual rhetoric, this is objective brain rewiring. Why breathing triggers brain growth? To understand this, you must know how the nervous system works. Your autonomic nervous system has two primary modes: sympathetic, fight or flight, parasympathetic, rest and digest. Most people live in sympathetic dominance, chronic stress, elevated cortisol, heightened anxiety, nervous system on all the time. This suppresses BDNF and keeps your brain in survival mode. But the vagus nerve, when activated properly, flips the switch. It tells the brain, we're safe now. This causes parasympathetic activation, decrease in cortisol, increase in calm, surge in BDNF, neural growth pathways unlocked, and breath is the key, because rhythmically controlling inhalation, hold, and exhalation not only changes oxygen flow, it changes nerve signaling. That's why this protocol has been preserved, because it was never meant to be casual. It was meant to reshape consciousness. Not just breathing, a protocol. This is why we're not calling it a breathing exercise, we're calling it a protocol, because it has specific ratios and neurological effects tied to its timing. The 5-5-5 protocol, inhale, hold, exhale, each for exactly 5 seconds, not 4, not 6, not random, 5. And when done precisely, you hit a neurological sweet spot that activates the vagus nerve, balances your nervous system, boosts BDNF production, shifts your brain into patterns resembling deep meditation, alters your state of consciousness. This isn't accidental. This is neurobiology in action. Step by step, how it works. Before you begin, find a comfortable seated position. Keep your spine upright, relaxed but alert. Your body should feel alive, not slouched. Rest your hands on your knees with palms up. This opens the chest and allows deeper lung expansion. This isn't mysticism, it's functional physiology. Step 1. Inhale for 5 seconds. Close your mouth. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 5. Here's the neurological trick. As you inhale, gently press the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth. It fits perfectly and forms a slight suction cup effect. This subtle action stimulates nerve pathways that enhance brain activation. Fill your lungs from bottom to top. Belly expands, rib cage expands, upper chest fills last. Let the air flow smoothly, no force. Step 2. Hold for 5 seconds. At the top of your inhale, hold the breath for 5 seconds. Don't clench, don't tighten, just hold. During this phase, oxygen floods your bloodstream. Carbon dioxide gently accumulates. Neurochemical reactions begin. Vagus nerve signals increase. BDNF release begins. This is where the brain switch flips. Step 3. Exhale for 5 seconds. Slightly open your mouth. Slowly release your breath over 5 seconds. As you exhale, drop your jaw, relax your shoulders, let your face soften, allow tension to melt. This phase engages your parasympathetic nervous system, the system of rest, recovery, and growth. The exhale is not just letting go of air, it's letting go of stress, tension, and outdated neural programs. That's why exhalation is often the most powerful part of the protocol. Immediate effects. You'll notice. Once you complete a few rounds, you're likely to feel a subtle tingling in your fingers, warmth spreading across your chest, a sense of spaciousness in your mind, a softness in mental chatter. After 3 rounds, micro shifts occur. After 5 rounds, mental noise begins dissolving. After 10 rounds, you enter a state comparable to theta brainwaves, a state monks spend decades meditating to reach. That means deeper clarity, emotional calm, pain modulation, stress response reduction, all in 10 minutes or less. What's happening in your brain? This protocol does more than feel good. It rewires your neural pathways. When BDNF floods your system, new neurons grow, old stress circuits weaken, pain responses recalibrate, cognitive flexibility increases, emotional regulation improves, neuroplasticity, our brain's ability to reorganize, is not just activated but amplified. Your brain starts writing new code, not just thinking more clearly, but restructuring its neural architecture. That's why old pain melts, anxiety diminishes, decision-making sharpens, memory improves. This is not placebo, this is biological transformation. Real-world benefits. Let's break this down into everyday life. Pain relief. Most chronic pain is not structural, it's neurological. The brain learns pain patterns and continues running them even after injuries heal. By rewiring the brain, the 5-5-5 protocol interrupts these pain loops. Many people report neck tension dissolving, headaches disappearing, lower back pain easing, shoulder tightness releasing, all within minutes. Better sleep. By calming the nervous system, the protocol lowers stress hormones. This leads to deeper, more restorative sleep, often within the first few days. Stress resilience. Practicing twice daily significantly reduces reactivity. Small problems no longer trigger the same stress response. Your baseline calm level increases. Cognitive clarity. By boosting BDNF and shifting brainwave patterns, focus becomes sharper, thoughts become clearer, prioritization improves, decision-making becomes faster. You start thinking with precision, not mental fog. Your 21-day transformation timeline. Here's what consistent practice tends to produce. Day 1 and 2, improved sleep, reduced mental tension, first noticeable calm. Day 3 to 7, sharper focus, less anxiety, better clarity, headaches decrease. Day 8 to 14, pain patterns continue weakening, stress response recalibrates, longer calm states. Day 15 to 21, neural restructuring becomes stable, BDNF remains elevated, baseline brain function shifts. In just 21 days of twice daily practice, your brain rewires itself. Real testimonies. Executives under pressure. Veterans with chronic stress. Professionals fearing cognitive decline. Men over 45 struggling with pain and fatigue. They all tell the same story. This changed me faster than anything else I've tried. One man eliminated chronic tension headaches he had lived with for 15 years in just 7 days. Another saw shoulder pain from an old injury dissolve after 2 weeks. Pain that doctors said would never go away, gone, because pain is neural, not structural, and when you change the wiring, the pain fades. How to practice for best results. Here's your assignment. Do the 5-5-5 protocol twice daily, once in the morning, once before bed. 10 minutes total. That's it. No equipment, no apps, no gimmicks, just breath. Do it daily. Then come back here and comment your results. Did your tension reduce? Did your focus improve? Did your sleep deepen? Did pain ease? Most people notice measurable change in 48 hours or less. Some feel it instantly. The true power is action. This ancient Tibetan practice was hidden for thousands of years, not because it was mystical, but because it worked. Now modern neuroscience confirms what the gurus already knew. Breath changes the brain. BDNF rewires neural pathways. Conscious breathing resets the nervous system. Pain responses can be rewritten. Stress can be recalibrated. But the discovery is meaningless unless you use it. So I challenge you. Try it for 7 days. Stick with it consistently. Notice your nervous system change. Your brain will rewire if you give it the right inputs. And this protocol is one of the most powerful you can practice. It's simple, it's accessible, and it works. Now go do it. Let me know what changed. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Awaken, ascend, become.